Bonjour, I am Lise from Let's Speak French, and today we'll be talking about asking question French using est-ce que, qu'est-ce que, où est-ce que, quand est-ce que, and combien est-ce que. All these questions that you need to use to ask question, like you do in English when you ask, do you like something, for example. In French, we say est-ce que tu aimes? So we'll be talking about all these questions now in this video about est-ce que and qu'est-ce que and all the other one. The first question we're going to ask is est-ce que, using est-ce que. Est-ce que tu aimes le café? Est-ce que tu aimes le chocolat? Est-ce que tu aimes le cinéma? Est-ce que tu aimes les chats? That's using est-ce que. The next one is qu'est-ce que tu aimes? What do you like? Qu'est-ce que tu manges? What do you eat? Qu'est-ce que tu veux? What do you want? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? What do you do? So this is using qu'est-ce que. It's like saying what do. Where est-ce que is do. Like we say in English, we use do to ask a question. In French, we use est-ce que to ask a question. The next one we'll be asking is quand. Quand means when. Quand est-ce que? When do. Quand est-ce que tu arrives? When do you arrive? Quand est-ce que le train arrive? When does the train arrive? Quand est-ce que tu pars? When do you leave? The next one we're going to talk about is going to be où est-ce que? Où est-ce que tu habites? Where do you live? Où est-ce que tu vas? Where do you go? Où est-ce que tu manges? Where do you eat? In French, we use the est-ce que as a question, and you can still do où habitez-vous? Où habites-tu instead of où est-ce que tu habites or où est-ce que vous habitez. It's a different way of asking a question, but the way of asking question in French, you got that way of saying où est-ce que? Où est-ce que vous habitez? Où habitez-vous? Or you can get more familiar and say vous habitez où? But the two most common one is using with est-ce que or using the inversion, saying putting the verb first and the pronoun after. So you can say où habitez-vous or où est-ce que vous habitez. There's two different ways of asking the same question, and they're still polite to say où habitez-vous ou où est-ce que vous habitez in French. So I'm just trying to give you an idea of the different way of asking question and still using that more polite and formal way of asking a question. And the last one is using combien. Combien est-ce que? Combien est-ce que ça coûte? How much does it cost? You can say c'est combien as well. It's how much. But combien est-ce que? It's another way of using that way of asking question in French to ask how much. Combien. Combien. So finally, just to explain this, the est-ce que, qu'est-ce que, quand est-ce que, combien, and où est-ce que, they're all different way of asking, putting where do in French. So in actual fact, there are three ways of asking question. The one where you put the verb before, like an example of that is parlez-vous français? Parler is a verb first. Vous is a pronoun français. You can also ask est-ce que vous parlez français? So it's another saying, do you speak French as well? And the more familiar way of asking, do you speak French is vous parlez français? You put vous, parler, and français. So you can say vous parlez français, which is a more familiar way. So it's not as polite. So the most polite way of asking question is putting the verb first and the pronoun. Like parlez-vous français, parlez first, or using the est-ce que. Est-ce que vous parlez? So this was just to explain to you why I did a video on using the est-ce que, because you use it a lot in conversation. Verbs are always something, questions are always things that you need to know because you want to speak French, so you need to have all these different words. So this is it for tonight or today, and I'll see you again another time. Merci et au revoir.